everyone. I want to welcome you to today's edition of Let's Talk Networking. I'm Terry Lee Harrison, and I am passionate about helping coaches, consultants, and solopreneurs be able to network in the most dynamic and lucrative way. Hey, have you ever had a blinding flash of the obvious? I just had it right now. I've been doing lives, daily lives that I'm committed to this week in the evening, my time, morning in North America. And I was just realizing, because I go live on LinkedIn before I come here to Facebook, my blinding flash of the obvious is because I have a ton of people coming on and we're having all kinds of conversations in LinkedIn when I do these, but I don't have people coming on right now on Facebook all week long, but you know why that is? Because I think my audience, my connections on LinkedIn are way more global. So I'm hitting people at a time zone for them, right? So that's why. So if you're watching the replay today, please let me know, replay, and tell me where you're watching from. I would love to know, and love to be able to connect. Definitely would love to know that you stopped by. I read all comments and comment on them. So today, we're going to be talking about follow-up. And it's one of the key things for our success as a networker. I think sometimes we can fool ourselves that we have created activity and been busy and we've done all the things and we feel really good about the connections that we make. But if you're not tying up in all the follow-up, then you know what? This is some truth bomb for you. And it's that you're wasting your time. You're wasting your networking time. Why in the world do you go to all the meetings and do the things, and then you're not going to follow up? But it happens all the time. I've been in this business a long time, and I know, I see it. So just today's big tip. It's 4 ways to grow your business through networking. So number 1, show up consistently. Good stuff. Connect and collaborate. Ask for what you need. We've been talking about this stuff all week, right? And follow up. So I'm going to start today with a confession. I got some people on LinkedIn to admit that. So I know I'm not the only one, but I knew that. So I have a story of a woman I met in probably February 2020, it's pre-COVID. And I met her on LinkedIn, and she was just fantastic. She was from South Africa. She was an author and a speaker and held her events. And I just was so excited to meet her. And I remember specifically because at that time, I didn't know a lot of people more in my time zone. So let's just say it was when we did jump on a call, we actually jumped on a call. And it was afternoon for me, probably morning for her in South Africa. And we just really hit it off. And I knew I wanted to stay in touch with her. And I'll be darned, you guys. I'll be darned. And tell me, I know this has happened. Okay, say yes, admit it. It's okay. I know I'm not alone. But I'll be darned if when I went to go look her up, I couldn't find her anywhere. I searched and searched. I couldn't find her in my LinkedIn messages. Searched LinkedIn for exactly where she was from. Searched the notes I kept. Nothing. And I was devastated. So my quick question is, have you ever lost track of a contact? And probably it should be, how many contacts do you think you've lost track of? And also, if we translate that, how much potential sales in business do you think that business owners lose out because they don't follow up or they lose a contact? A lot. So it's having a leak and not calling a plumber, right? Not doing something about it, right? It all builds and it all causes problems, and we don't want that. I know you don't want that, right? So they say the fortune is in the follow-up, and I think it's true. I'm sure you agree with me. So I'm curious, feel free to share what are some of the biggest challenges you face when it comes to follow-up. And I have a few tips for us today. So number 1, I hear a lot, I am too busy. I'm too busy to follow up. But let's speak some truth into that, because are you really too busy? Because follow-up is really where it's at. So I think that what it might be is, instead of being too busy, do you need to reprioritize things? Or do you need to delegate some things so that you have time for that crucial follow-up? So it was about 14 months ago that I hired my first full-time assistant. And it's been a lifesaver for me. And I'll shout you out here too, Bless. So I give a shout out to my VA, Bless, on LinkedIn today. And I'm going to do it here on Facebook too. She my life is so much more, I don't know if it's balanced, but she keeps me grounded, sane, just so many things. Like if I had to do all that now, all the things she does, oh my goodness, because I was doing it all before, right? So I say she keeps me sane and she helps me look good and just makes me happy overall, right? So thank you, Bless. Thank you for all you do. And I'm sure that most of you, if you have an assistant, you get it. You get it. So we want to delegate out what we need to so that we have the time to do the follow-up we need to do. And the truth is there's a lot of follow-up that your assistant can help you do. Now, if you heard me say that I hired a full-time assistant 14 months ago and you're like, I can't afford that. Okay, here's the thing. You don't have to start full-time, guys. You can bring in someone 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week. If you need help with finding an assistant, we have so many amazing VAs in the virtual team network. I'd be happy to make a recommendation or a referral for you. Please let me know. But delegating what you can and just getting a system straight, it's key to your networking success. Follow-up is a key to your success. So next, create a system that works for you. So some people will just die at my system, but the thing is the system that works for Terry Lee may not be the system that works for you, and that's fine. That's fine, right? So some of us are going to do super good, especially in online networking where we're not traveling around and collecting business cards. Some of us are going to do good with a notebook. Like this is a hot mess, right? But it's my hot mess, and I make my notes. It's chronological. I highlight what I need to follow up, and I check when I did the initial follow-up, right? Some people are way into systems and love the spreadsheets and the CRMs, and I have all that too. But everything starts with getting in the notebook. So whatever your system is, oh my gosh, find the system that works for you and keep searching until you get it. So I will say lately I've been meeting some amazing follow-up experts that are members of our virtual team network, and I'm looking forward to putting together a panel with them so that we can come up with just a fantastic class on follow-up tips and tools. Who wants that? Let me know. I'm very excited about that. So another thing that I've done that's really helped me with my follow-up is I operate on the philosophy of what I call follow-up Friday. So what does that look like? So don't laugh at me if you're a business owner, because chances are, you don't work an 8 to 5 job and at 5 o'clock you leave for the weekend. I get it. It's Saturday night and I'm here with you right now, right? And I'm willing to bet a lot of my business owner friends, you also will be doing a bit of work this weekend or checking in on something, right? But sometime over the weekend, Friday before you leave for dinner to start your weekend, Saturday, take some space and catch up on all your follow-up for the week. If you have, like for me, if I have highlighted things in my notebook that aren't done yet, I'm going to stop and get them done. I want to start fresh Monday morning with my follow-up slate clean. How does that sound? That's the idea of follow-up Friday. And then I love this concept that my networking friend, Dan McPherson, taught me. He's out of Michigan. And Dan talked to me. We were networking one day, and he says, I have some people to introduce you to. And he says, and I'll be following up in the next day or so. He says, I follow up in batches. And I said, well, tell me what that means. And he said, he goes, I save up my follow-up and just do it all at once. And you know what? Following up in batches, it is easy to do that, right? You get in the mode, you start DMing, you start emailing, and you just stop and make all of the connections that you need to make. Whatever it is that you promise to send people or do for people, you take care of it all at once. So maybe following up in batches speaks to you as well. So I'm just here to encourage you. I have a quote that I hope, it's to kick all of our butts. Are you ready? And it's, but the truth of the matter is, if you're going to network and not follow up, you might as well not network at all. It's a missing piece. It's the total key that binds everything. It's the glue that binds all of it together, right? And without it, nothing happens. Without follow-up, nothing happens. So the quote, if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. And if you don't step forward, you're always going to be in the same place. Oh my goodness. Okay. So who wants to get control of their follow-up? So I invite you to look at, was there anything that was shared today that's something that you can just tweak what you're doing I want to invite you. It's okay. It's okay. No matter what's been going on with your follow-up. Monday can be a clean slate and you can start over with a new fresh habit and do better in your follow-up. I know that sometimes things get away from us. I get lots of referrals every week. Sometimes my DMs, boom, the things go down so quick, right? Those messages, they get hidden. And so we want to do the best we can. Don't beat yourself up if over the past. And you know what? It never hurts to follow up with someone from months ago if you want to pick that back up. And now may be a better time. We never know. We never know. So as we close out today, I am so excited about my free 5-day networking strategy challenge that's happening starting Monday. So Monday, we're kicking off this challenge, and I have so many amazing business owners from around the world who are taking part, and I am excited to be working with you. So when it says it's a 5-day challenge, does that mean that you have to block out 5 days? No, not at all. So what that means is that we're going to have a task every day that's going to challenge us in some aspect of our networking habits and just how we network in general. The task takes less than 30 minutes each day. And then later in the day, I will do a live, and you can catch the replay if you'd like. And it will answer questions on that topic and speak some about that topic. So if you are someone who's new to business networking, I want to invite you, please participate. It's going to help give you the foundation you need to gain confidence and be successful starting out in your networking. You aren't going to feel clueless and like you don't know what to do. You're going to be like, okay, I kind of get this idea, and you can build your confidence from there. Who it's really for is my seasoned business owner friends. Whether you've been networking 2 years, 12 years, or 20 years, this is the question I have for you. And it's, are you satisfied with the referrals that you're receiving right now? Are you satisfied with the referrals that you're receiving right now? And if you are not, this challenge is for you. We're going to identify some networking habits that you've been doing, or maybe some things you have not been doing. And we're going to pick and choose what are some new steps you can take, some new habits to be able to create a steady stream of referrals, because it is entirely possible. Entirely possible. I'm here to tell you that they can happen for you, but sometimes it just takes us behaving differently to go after the goals we have, to go reach them faster. So I'm excited about the challenge. The link is in the post here. Go to networkingchallenge.live. That's networkingchallenge.live. This is your opportunity to check out the information, to sign up. Invite a friend. You can register until midnight Sunday night. We start that's Eastern time. We start promptly. The first task drops Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern. So who's excited for a fantastic week of growth and networking with other people? You never know. Come on in. Your next collaboration partner, maybe you'll meet them in my challenge. I don't know. So for everyone who knows me, you know that my mantra when it comes to networking is let's cheer each other on and help each other grow. And so I just want to invite you. I know it's the weekend, but if you're going to work at all, I just want to invite you to go out and do that. Let's cheer each other on and help each other grow. Everyone have a fantastic evening, day ahead. I will see you here tomorrow at the next edition of Let's Talk Networking.